This is not a test. Don't expect to be impressed. Put on your life vest. Sit down your armrest. It's time to stray from the grind. Don't take my hand, 'cause you'll find no peace of mind. Side quest.
Hi there, and welcome to Side Quest, the in-between adventures podcast we do, where sometimes we interview fascinating guests, sometimes we play other games, sometimes we have hard-hitting discussions about current events, sometimes we don't have any inspiration of what we're going to do and we make some shit up on the fly. Can you guess what we're doing this week? Who's doing that this week? It's myself, Steve Weverill. We have Emily Kaplan, we have MK Gibson, Gibby, and we have Robert Bevan, freshly back on Amazon.
Hello, friends.
Yeah, you fought the man and you won.
Yeah.
Or something.
Or something.
I don't throw the word hero around lightly, but
So I won't.
that's a lie. I throw around very lightly indeed, you marvelous hero. Well, anyway, we were
You
just...
called him a son of a bitch before this thing started. It's like, you weren't listening to my tale of woe, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, that is also another term I throw around quite casually. You heroic son of a bitch. All right, so we're going to play a game today. We're just hanging out. This is going to be a nice hangout podcast for all you people out there who are doing a shit job or you're bored and you want to hang out with us while we do something shitty and boring for an hour. No, the opposite of that. The opposite of shitty and boring. Exciting and engaging internet content.
And also the opposite of hanging out with us. This is pre-recorded.
They can use the theatre of the mind. We've been training them to use the theatre of the mind for 7 years now.
Hangout is a thing that we're not doing.
That's true.
It's like watching an old married couple. It's fucking fantastic.
If they use their fucking imaginations, they can imagine they're here with us hanging out. If they're watching us on YouTube, they can see our faces and stuff. It's basically like being on a Zoom call, except you're muted and you have no way of interacting with us.
Oh,
You're
they're
right.
allowed to talk back. Without a doubt, please talk to the screen.
Oh, yeah.
I encourage it.
Scream away, particularly if you're in a public place. It's great advertising for the podcast. Please do.
We could just interject with like random reactions and responses.
What do you mean? Talk to each other?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, just every so
their
often.
comments.
I get what he's saying. Every once in a while, just go like, "Oh, Zach of all trades, shut your fucking mouth," because he's.
We should,
Excuse me,
make it.
I believe I was talking.
You're totally right. Totally right.
Yeah, we'll just allude to chat now and then, I guess. But speaking of, not having a plan, Emily, what's the plan? What are we doing today?
I'm going to ask you a bunch of would you rather questions, or not a bunch of them, but one at a time, and we'll see what we come up with.
Okay, we're playing Would You Rather.
All right, are we doing this for a group thing, or are you just picking a person and would you rather? Because you have to target yourself as well. You don't get to pick yourself a good one.
I think we should ask one question and then go around.
Yeah,
all right.
That way it's a discussion.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll start out with a softball. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, or always forget the one thing that you need when you do go to the store?
I do both of those things.
I know, right?
Same.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I often buy 10 things I don't need and forget. So yeah, or my wife will send me. She'll go to the grocery store and like, fuck, I left the. She'll get a text. I left the list on the table. Would you send me a picture of it? And I send her a picture of me holding the list like this, so she can't read it.
So she can't.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're kind of an asshole.
No, not kind of. Born and bred.
Very
thoroughbred,
deliberately.
actually.
Born and bred.
This is the crafted asshole of many years of labor. So.
Yeah.
Well, in the spirit of the game, this is would you rather. So these are mutually exclusive choices. In that case, I would choose buying 10 things I don't need, because that would mean that I did not forget the thing I do need.
Which is more irritating
And I got 10 more fucking things.
than going
awesome.
broke.
That's
I've been to
true.
Target. I know how this works. Yeah,
Right?
I'm with Bob. I'll buy the
That's their
10 things I
whole-
don't need.
That's their whole marketing scheme. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons why why I spend the extra money to do a like an Instacart order or one of those pickup things, because I'm an impulse buyer sometimes,
Mm,
and especially if you go to the store hungry, then you come home with like
Yeah, I don't do that.
no, you can't
yeah,
go to the
that's
shop hungry.
bad news. Bad news.
I did buy. I had an impulse buy yesterday though.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
I saw Sunkissed, but it was mango orange flavor. I
I
need
didn't even
to
think
know.
that was still around. Where did he go shopping?
What?
Fucking 1998.
No, it's called the
What?
dollar store.
Has mango orange soda been a thing for so long? This is the
No,
first time I've seen it.
Sunkissed.
Oh,
This
well,
might be
yeah.
a British thing. I have not seen that in about 20 years.
Oh, no,
Well,
it's still
that's a
here.
thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait. Bevan, you had a mango drink that you were obsessed with for a while, didn't you? Like at
Yeah, the
a
slushies at the
a
QT
slushie.
Quick Trip.
Do those still exist?
What? Yeah, that was like last year.
You haven't mentioned them in about 5 years.
That's true.
No one has any sense of time anymore, Bevan.
Anyway, these mango orange drinks did taste a lot like the Quick Trip slushies. A
There you go.
little too sweet, if I'm honest. But tasty. My kids will drink the rest of them.
So you got 10 of those and
I
forgot.
got 12. This is America.
Well, could you use it as a mixed drink? Could you as a base to add some like either vodka or some whiskey to it or something like that? Or
Like
It
a
would be
mango
beer,
margarita.
and that would be gross.
well,
Yeah.
not beer.
But I don't drink liquor.
Oh, okay, I prefer liquor over beer.
So do I.
All right. So one of these options is good for the environment and bad for capitalism. So I'm going to go with the 10 things I don't need, which is great for capitalism and bad for the environment.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're helping the economy.
Helping the economy, fucking the
Well, as long
planet.
as the 10 things you buy are biodegradable, you can feel good about it and you can yeah.
Well,
here you go, throw it in
I'll-
the landfill.
I'll bear that in
You're
mind.
back to Mother Earth.
Just going to buy 10 car batteries I don't need, chuck them in the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
It's like
if
I recently got a hybrid car, and I'm like, oh, yay, my gas. I'm like, also like, you know what it costs to like strip mine the nickel to make this battery, and
I know.
whatever happens to this thing after it reaches prime.
There are very few good options for existing comfortably. It's either live like a monk or fuck someone over. I'm afraid that's just humanity. That one got depressing.
All right. We'll move on then.
Wait, did you choose, Emily?
I did. Why? Do you have some?
No, I said, did you choose? Did you make a choice in that scenario?
Or were you just playing
Yeah.
Quizmaster there?
Yeah, I was. I'd buy the extra things. I would be pissed off at myself, but I would be pissed off at myself in a healthier way than feeling like I have dementia.
That's true.
Okay,
I just don't
On
want to
that
go to
happy
Walmart a
note.
second time.
Yeah, no.
right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
Hmm.
So basically, would you rather be Steve or me?
Well, 11 feet
Like
tall.
2 Drews tall, or like half an Emily.
Right. Yeah.
11 feet
Oh,
tall.
dude, I'm going 11. I'm
Yeah.
going 11 feet.
That's cool. You're never being comfortable again.
No, understood, but it's like other than being stepped on, it's like we exist in a world with tall privilege. I mean, you, me, and Bob are all around the same height, but then you meet someone like Drew or some of the people who got like stupid tall, and it's like everyone just looks up to them naturally, and like they get so much more clout. There is a tall thing. Tall privilege is a thing. At least if you're tiny, you're adorable, and people want to take
Yeah.
care of you.
That's true, yeah. If you're short enough, then there's a special kind of privilege as well. You can be a purse puppy and live a life of
Like if
total
Em and
luxury.
Judy are walking side by side, you just want to like, oh, these are hobbits and
Well,
Smurfs, and
this isn't short person short. This is 9 inches
9
tall.
inches.
Yeah, either way, like 11
That's even
feet
worse.
or 9 inches,
Like
you're going to be world
Pomeranian.
famous.
Yeah.
But if you're 11
But
feet tall, you'd be like, hey, World Fight, yeah, come into our restaurant. And be, I'd love to, but I'm 11 feet tall. They'd be like, have a steak. I say, that's great. I need about 10 of those. If you're 9 inches tall,
Right, but you're also going to get
throne.
an immediate career, at least in AAA basketball. I mean, you're going to you might not go pro, but just stand there.
No, you are going to be in extreme, persistent agony.
Oh, without a doubt.
You're not
grab
playing
me, son of a
basketball.
bitch.
Well, let's just say health complications aside, because then it's less depressing. Because, man, you can be 11 feet tall and your bones aren't going to shit out of your ass or whatever.
Dude, think about this, though. Okay, so imagine, let's argument's sake, let's say Bob chose the 9-inch deal.
I am, yes.
Okay, and his liver fails due to like alcohol consumption, hypothetically. And you can't get... What kind of microsurgery do you think you're going to get done there? Like they can't get you a little bit itty bitty liver. No, you're dead. If you have a medical need, you're fucked.
And you need like 8 livers sewn together.
Hey, listen, man. At least I'm going to go. I mean, yeah, granted, I'm the size of a moose, and that's fine. But
you'll be the only patient in the NICU with liver failure from
exactly.
Andre the Giant had this problem. He was like, he'd neck about 50 beers. It's like, I don't have that kind of time. Whereas if I'm 9 inches tall, I'd be like, bring me a bathtub of ale. And
bring me a thimble full of whiskey and I'll be fine.
I'm already at that.
I'd make an event out of it. It's like, bring me a little paddling pool filled with dark ale. I just swim around in it to the delight of the crowds. And, you know what? Sex is also a problem either way, isn't it? You're 11 feet tall. I mean, proportionally, you're just going to kill someone. 9 inches, you can't really get a lot done that isn't spelunking, but, you know, that could be fun.
Never mind the fact that you all are male, but I'm female, and I would not want to have a normal sized baby.
No.
That would
that's a risk.
suck.
You got to battle a sperm like, get away from me.
Oh, that's horrifying to think about.
Yeah.
Oh, way to go, Emily. You've made it even more depressing.
You would explode in the first trimester.
Yeah.
And which is why we have these discussions of the would you rathers to bring out true intellectual articulation.
Yeah. You'd have to Indian wrestle your own fetus pretty quickly.
Oh my God.
I
would still pick the small version because you could have a lot of fun. Like you could saddle up a Shih Tzu or a Lhasa Apso and just ride off into the.
It's like, what is that? That little guy in the labyrinth riding the dog? Like,
yes, just riding a cat around.
Well, I mean, Bob brought up a good point. Like, you would be in a constant pain because every time you see one of those, like, you know, Ripley's Believe It or Not or Guinness Book of World Records, the guy's like, 8'8". You know, he was always got canes because his joints stopped working. You know, there's the reason like you got to put a horse down after it falls is because just because you're big doesn't mean you have denser bones. If you fall and you have mass, it's just shattered. It's why you're never going to heal right. You know,
yeah. So well, because these are magical, improbable heights. We'll say they come without the traditional disadvantages of vastly.
I mean, because if I could be 11 feet tall but built like I am, that's great. But if I'm like one of those, like the people, you ever meet someone who's like so skinny, they kind of creep you out.
Just
like,
stretched out.
Yeah. Like a real elfie kind of like being 11 feet tall. But if I was like proportionally 11 feet tall, that'd be kind of cool.
We'll say proportionally, yeah. But proportionally 9 inches, like that's still every.
But no one liked the movie.
Yeah. If you're non-proportionally 9 inches, if I'm 9 inches tall, like
No, I mean you don't have like any kind of, you don't
get
look
an
like
erection and pass out. You know, you're just dragging a normal sized dick behind you.
90s Japanese cartoon or whatever.
Well. Did they do that with the movie Downsizing and no one watched it because it's stupid? You know.
Yeah.
Also,
it was a really boring movie. It's like you're shrinking fucking Matt Damon. Have him fight a cat or something for fuck's sake.
Rick Moranis got it right back in the 80s with his Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. At least then they're battling ants and shit. And that was
Honey, cool. I Shrunk Matt Damon, but it wasn't. It was it was a very poorly thought out political commentary, and no one once got carried away by a bird at all. It was a waste of time. But, like, I once read this in a comic book. It's where most of my education comes from. It's an old Fantastic Four
of course.
one. And this evil dictator was like, in order to save the planet, I'm going to shrink everyone down to like 12 inches tall. So that's where that movie stole it from, was a really shit comic book from the 50s. And but I thought, yeah, I mean, we'd have to get like pretty tough. Again, we'd be fighting animals all the time. But you've got...
You mean like everyone all at once?
Yeah, all at once. But, if you've got a steak, that's like meat for a week. Just delicious steak.
Right, but at the same time, it's like that's a diminishing resource because the tallies who made the food aren't there to keep growing the food. So once it's gone, it's gone. Once so otherwise you're just making tiny
we
tiny
need
crops.
to achieve a state of automation first.
We used to fight mammoths. It's fine. We just have to learn again to bring down Shih Tzus or whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about I'm not about the hunter part. I'm talking about the gatherer part because once we're all like 9 inches tall and making crops, we're not making big crops. It's like otherwise you got a corn stalk. It's like we can't physically bring it down.
Yes, we can. We still have tractors.
Yeah.
We just have a little smaller controllers.
Miniature Lego tractors. We are
regular size tractors.
We are destroying the rainforest right now. Like we can still do that. I believe it is.
Under this comic book logic, like if tomorrow the evil Thanos snapped and we're all a foot tall, so like all our cars are still huge, but we're not. We are just little people living in a giant world and all this shit. So when all the nuclear reactors go off because no one's there manning them because they can't reach the goddamn controls, when the hydroelectric
there are
dams
ways.
fail us.
Make a fucking ladder. We'll figure it out.
We've already made ladders. I mean, we've worked that out. We got drones.
I know, but a ladder that goes up to the controls.
Yeah, here, let me use my phone. Hang on. Let me get the...
Yeah. We'd all have like...
Yeah. There will be a period of adjustment.
Because of the battery to power ratio and because we'd all have Iron Man suits pretty quickly. We'd be fighting fucking condors in the sky.
We would have to, but they'd be the antique ones. We'd have to basically create a whole new industrial revolution for our not tiny sized bodies.
I believe we can do it.
That would be awesome.
We'll do it. Swimming
listen,
in
everybody write a book
bathtubs
about
full
it.
of
There you go.
ales. I know.
Yeah.
You write a hopeful book.
Be much better than that fucking Matt
The
Damon
Tiny
film.
Apocalypse.
I'm going to write
next
the
Shingles
Tiny
novel.
Apocalypse, and I'm going to have it turned into a movie and get Matt Damon to star in it.
He's the guy that does the snap. Fuck everybody. It was a good movie.
Listen, we've got 4 weeks worth of steak in the fridge, but we can't open it. We can't open the fridge door. It's too hard. Can you imagine if all that got rotten, though? Like, how would we... I guess fire.
Fire.
Fire's big.
Yeah, fire's fine. We're all right with fire. Fire will solve all our problems one way or another.
I hope you get eaten by your Roomba. Is what all I'm saying. That's what's happening.
Life would be
Nice.
an adventure again. You'd
Ooh,
never
you could ride on a
feel
Roomba.
guilty again. You wouldn't worry about your carbon footprint. You wouldn't worry about shit. You'd be too busy fighting crows.
Your carbon footprint would be this big.
Yeah, tiny.
And that's when the aliens show up. Like, oh, damn it, now we're tiny.
They were just
Onward.
We
waiting
don't
for
know
their
what
chance.
size the aliens are anyway.
They were tiny
We
too.
might be tiny now.
They wanted to keep it fair.
All right, good question, Emily. Well done.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Ready
that's
for
right.
another?
We're playing with your other.
All right.
Got a little rabbit hole on that one.
That was a good one. Oh, let's see. Here's one.
I could crawl. I could live in a rabbit hole.
You could live in a rabbit. You'd have to kill the rabbit.
Yeah.
Kill the rabbit. You ever heard a rabbit scream?
That's food for weeks and a place to live.
And you never feel guilty about it because the rabbit's
And a
bigger
really,
than you.
really soft blanket.
Oh yeah.
You'd just be wearing these rabbit furs. That'd be adorable.
Come at me, motherfucker. Just
Have little ears.
Yeah.
Hey, I got my lucky rabbit's foot. Okay.
All right, what's the next question?
Here we go. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song that you hear?
I can't do either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna either.
But I already sing along in the car, so
Yeah, me
fuck
too.
it.
So we'd say like every time you hear a song, you have to either sing or dance.
Yes.
Yeah, dancing.
It doesn't-
That would.
It doesn't say anything about like mumbling under your breath or just like
Or just
boogieing.
kinda-
Let's assume full out
Yeah,
dancing.
then driving would be a problem.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, singing definitely. Because that's like Gibby said. I always sing in the car too. So My life isn't going to change too much by making this decision.
Yeah. I was gonna pick dancing because I taught dance classes at the gym for about 4 years, but your knees break down and everything hurts after a while. So
Well, that's happening to me anyway, and I don't do shit. So if this
I mean,
happened,
unless I
I'd be
could just do
forced
the-
to do exercise.
Unless I could just like this generic white guy overbite, because kind of like that the whole time. If that counts, and fuck it.
I could just like put a hat down in the middle of the street and go, "Oh, this is my life now." Just dancing for
You
pennies.
can still do that, Steve.
I might still do that, mate.
I believe in you.
Just break out the Thigh Master outfit, just put the hat down,
Yeah.
and just jiggle.
There you go.
Just-
It sounds
Yeah, I
like
think-
a retirement plan, really.
I seem to remember, Steve, that you're a big fan of like holiday parties and just getting out there and dancing.
Yeah, well, kind of. I mean, a part of me is, but it's the part that I can't remember much the next day. So you'd be unleashing a side of me that is mostly
That's called-
buried in 12 pints of Guinness. But
That's Drinky Steve. Drinky
yeah,
Steve
it's
loves
Drinky
to
Steve.
dance.
He has no business in the real world. He's not a serious person. But no, if I was dancing every time music played, I'd have to drink to compensate, I guess. Again, it sounds like a viable retirement plan.
Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes? Yeah.
10 minutes. That's a no-brainer.
Make a shit ton of money gambling.
Yeah, 150 years, you're not even going to
yeah.
understand what... I don't even understand Gen Z at the minute. They're just talking so much shit. Their slang doesn't make any fucking sense. They're just making shit up. They got nothing. It's just...
Yeah,
Yeah,
to be fair, I'm thinking small time.
my kid.
The big money is 150 years in the future. Then invent all that shit early. But I don't think
Dude,
I can
that's
do
like...
the inventing
but
part.
I've seen aeroplanes. Doesn't mean I can
Right.
invent a fucking
Yeah,
aeroplane.
exactly. Yeah.
Like 10 minutes in the future is like, oh man, okay, maybe I don't go down that street today, or maybe I don't go that direction, or maybe I made the wrong choice, or I'll run rock paper scissors every time. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But like 150 years in the future, like, man, what if it's really awesome knowing I'm never gonna see it because I'll be dead. Ugh.
It'd be indecipherable. I mean, imagine 150 years in the past, and you're looking at what we're doing now. It'd be fucking ludicrous.
Oh,
some
I mean,
Elizabethan...
Look at the 1900s.
Victorian.
Like they went from flight to like them being on the moon in 60 years.
yeah.
So yeah,
People
that is
Supercomputers in our pockets.
right.
Well, what about that Nostradamus guy? He's credited with having foreseen a lot of stuff, and he's like famous now. I mean, people still remember him.
Well, he's
Maybe
also
also
dead.
Yeah.
Well, he also said a lot of shit that didn't come true. I mean, I can just
Emily.
start making up shit, and then, like if it,
Yeah, I could just say in 150 years' time, this will happen. They'll be like,
Yeah.
oh man, that Steve was full of shit. Just as well he's dead.
But you could write about it,
I could
create
write-
worlds,
I could
sell,
get content.
sell a bazillion books.
No, I'm
Yeah,
already...
I've tried that. It's not working out so hot.
Thanks, Amazon.
I'm already not selling books. I don't need to not sell fucking crazy books that no one understands until 100 years from now.
I'm already
Yeah.
filling with my own ideas. I don't need
Yeah. I don't need
to write future history and fail. No one will believe me.
failures of the future.
Yeah, I have this vision. I was envisioning picking the 150 years, and then all you see is this post-apocalyptic wasteland with like a tumbleweed.
Planets
It's like
explode.
Wouldn't
Every-
it be- no,
great,
Everybody's
How
9
am I
inches tall,
supposed to monetize this?
fighting fucking crows.
right?
What if you looked into the future and you saw this apocalyptic wasteland kind of thing, but then you kind of your mental camera pans and it's you in a chair as you swivel around and you look back at yourself knowing that you are there and you caused it.
Well, that would be worrying. I don't want to know that, personally. If
Yeah,
one of the few comforts I take
don't
from
know.
life is, like, if anything terrible happens to the world, not going to be my fault. You know? That's what helps me
mean-
sleep at night.
It's two of the things off my bucket list: live forever and become like an evil tyrant. So I mean, that's a twofer right there. Knowing I'm gonna make it, and I mean, whew.
My bucket list is so much less complicated than yours.
okay, so we've ruled out the 150 years.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the 10. What is it? 10 minutes. What's
10
the
minutes.
first thing that you would do?
Clean out Vegas.
Racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
10 minutes might
roulette
not be long
tables.
enough
Play
for a
it smart.
racetrack. Yeah, roulette. Yeah.
Yeah. Little
Yeah, exactly.
wins.
Okay.
Travel the world.
Those could be big wins, Steve.
No, I don't want to get murdered by gangsters.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm going to I would use it to avoid arguments. I mean, yes, of course I'm going to use it to get rich, naturally. To get so rich that I can start giving back to people in better ways, of course. But 3, I'm going to start winning arguments with my wife.
Evil tyrant.
Yeah. Oh, it's give it time. You know, it's you got to start slow. But I'm also going to win arguments with my wife. I'm going to know how the argument ended, or what went right, what went wrong, and I'm going to like, oh shit, he forgot to pick up the whatever. Oh, I'm so mad at him. Like, then I show up with it. Ha ha. Not today, future. You're not winning this one. You know, no way. You know,
Bill and Ted
I
all
don't
that
lose.
shit.
I don't lose arguments with my wife because I'm wrong.
Yeah, there's a
Being able to
fundamental
see into the
fucking
future
flaw
would
in
not
that.
affect this at all.
I put it to you this way: if you could see every pitfall that was coming and just go around them, oh no, just taijutsu that shit.
I always win the argument. I just lose the war.
Fair.
Yeah, but if you went to Vegas, you would know at least 10 minutes ahead whether or not mobsters are going to come and kneecap you.
Yeah, so I've got 10 minutes to get out of town.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't even get out of my house in 10 minutes, Emily.
Did you ever see that? There's actually a Nick Cage movie where he can do basically that. It's called Knowing, and he does that in Vegas. He can like literally look like 5 or 10 minutes into the future, and he does exactly that. It's actually a decent movie.
I'm taking a Nicolas Cage route on this one, who also starred in Leaving Las Vegas, which is very depressing.
That's not the same movie, is it?
No, but in my case, it would be. Both movies would happen simultaneously. But
not to go down a Nick Cage hole, but man, Leaving Las Vegas depressed me after I watched that movie. I couldn't do anything for half an hour. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, well, I think that was the point. That was grim.
That was a
But
downer.
then I watched Renfield. I'm like, never mind. He's back, baby.
What? He's a versatile actor, and I appreciate him. But yeah, if I could see 10 minutes into the future, I would win a lot of money, immediately develop a lot of social problems, because 10 minutes into the future sounds cool, but still quite short-sighted, which is, a problem I already have. So
you're on it. Am I going to get chlamydia on this blind date?
yeah, it's like
It's only 10 minutes.
You won't
so
know
you gotta-
I don't
until
need 10
you're
minutes in the
already
future,
having
just give me
sex
2.
with the woman you hired. So you're like, yeah,
I
I
need to see
will.
10 minutes into that future. 8 minutes later, she's very disappointed, so it's okay. I don't need that judgy stare. Already?
I mean, if I could see, like, the healthy thing here is to see 10 years into the future. I'm like, I need to fucking start taking myself
It's
seriously.
just a black screen. I'm like, damn it.
It's like, I'm dead. Right, okay. Need to make some...
Well, that might be good to know, too.
Yeah.
Let's go to Vegas anyway. Okay. Ready for another one?
Yeah,
This one's pretty standard. I hear this one a lot. Would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds?
Oh, God,
Thank you for explaining those.
Yeah.
Do I really want to know what other
D&D
people think
before.
about me? No.
Probably not. No,
Honestly,
it would be fine.
I think I just want to do the Jedi thing and move things with my mind, because like I don't really want to know what they're thinking, or what are people thinking, like song lyrics or pictures, and it's just annoying. So, or how do I shut it out if I'm in at a restaurant? But moving shit with your mind is like, man, how many times have I sat down on the couch like, damn it, I forgot to get the thing over there. Lazy. So yeah,
Here's the thing, though. You put it like that, Gibby, and it's true. I can move things with my mind whenever I want, because I can just tell my hand to like do something. And you know what? I don't. So if I had suddenly had the ability to move things with my mind, what am I going to do? Fucking nothing.
Now, how powerful is this mind moving thing? Because how many times I've been driving in some really shitty traffic, I'm like, if I could just nudge this car off the side of the shit, oops, just keep driving. That's on fire.
That's true. Is it powerful enough that I can make terrible mistakes?
Do I turn into that kid from Chronicle at the end where I'm just like flying in the sky and smashing shit with my brain, you know? So
Yeah, moving planets. I don't know.
I mean, that's great. I definitely shouldn't have that power, but I do want it.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Like, put a limit on it? 50 pounds, 100 pounds?
Well, let's say you can only lift what you can physically lift.
Oh, damn, that
Okay.
sucks.
Yeah, again, this is not looking great for me, but
Yeah.
I'm not weak. I mean, I got work out. I accept that, you know. Like, how about let's see, double your body weight.
you can be really good at shoplifting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Tripping children.
You could push children into traffic whenever you wanted.
I'm gonna go with the mind reading. I think I could probably monetize that better.
That's true, but I don't know. Can you turn it off and on? Like, when you're
I
actually
can
paying...
stay away from people.
Yeah. Can you use it through the internet? Can you use it through Skype?
Ooh.
Well, these are all magic powers. I guess we can give.
Yeah,
We're
we
adjusting
did-
our
we-
strength
we
ratio
need
of
to
our
decide these
telekinesis.
things.
We can do
All right,
whatever we want.
Telekinesis, you can lift double your body weight. Easy.
Yep.
Telepathy. If you can see the person, you can tell what they're thinking.
Ooh.
For telekinesis, like, could I move brand egg behind you,
You
Steve?
could,
Or...
yeah. If you can see it, you can move it.
Oh, wow.
All right.
So that clip's like, if you're seeing a live broadcast on television, you can tell what they're thinking. So it's
Oh,
like
man,
world leaders.
So yeah. So next time Trump's giving a speech, just mentally flicking it between the eyes, like constantly.
That's it. You can either tell what he's really thinking, which, let's be fair, he's probably not got much of a mental filter, or you can poke him in the eye from a distance. Yeah.
Who is fucking flicking me?
I was going to say, I'm going to make him shit his pants. But then I was like, he's probably already doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think we are at the stage where most world leaders are probably shitting their pants. They can deal with it now. It's
Yeah. Yeah. Mitch McConnell, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how telekinesis. I mean, you'd have to kind of really envision how their colon is currently, I guess.
Now, can you
I don't
put
know.
thoughts into their mind? Can you change someone's mind? And would you?
Can you project with telepathy? Can they
Yeah.
hear you?
Is it a one-way
think-
receiver or is it a two-way receiver? Can I put thoughts in their head?
Because if you get like telepathy, if you can like talk in someone's mind, they don't know it's telepathy. They just think it's something they're thinking.
Or schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But you can
God.
just be like, when you're talking
Or
to
God.
them, it's like, yeah, this is the voice of God. Steve's pretty cool. We like Steve. Steve's a nice guy. And they think that was either the voice of God or their own insane brain. But either way, it's going to influence behavior, right? So telepathy, you don't just know what people are thinking. You could tell them what they're thinking.
Buy me a drink. Buy me a drink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where this is going. That was
Give
always
all
where
your
this was
money
going.
to the next man who walks in, and you will have eternal salvation.
It's great. People wouldn't know what was going on because telepathy, telekinesis, it wouldn't keep it secret very long. They'd figure out
Flash your
telepathy.
wiener in front of a cop.
Yeah,
Flash your wiener in front of a cop.
It'd be like, why do people just keep giving Steve $5? Like no one would ever know. It's just like, well, they just like Steve. And if they ever thought differently, I'd know about it. And as soon as they started to make the connections, I'd be just like, oh, Steve's a nice guy and he deserves $5. I'm going to give him $5 right now.
Oh, they arrest you and go to see the judge and just like, not guilty. Yeah, he's fine. Click.
Yeah, he's fine. Here's $5.
All you have to do is all you have to do is set up a Patreon, and it looks perfectly legal and normal.
Yeah, this is the thing. There's nothing illegal about somebody giving me $5. If everybody I meet decides to give me $5, no crime has been committed, and $5 for those of you not on the Patreon, it's just the price of an expensive cup of coffee or funding a third of a starving orphan in Africa. Yeah, it's like fine. I get incredibly rich by the power of suggestion. Everybody who doesn't like me, I get to put a niggling voice in the back of their mind that says, actually, Steve's pretty cool, and I'd like to give him $5. I mean, I'm rich and beloved. Whereas with telekinesis, all we've got so far is pushing children out into traffic, and I can do that anyway, you know.
We got shoplifting.
And shoplifting. But if everybody I meet gives me $5, I don't need to shoplift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to, but
I'm only shoplifting the one item I forgot to buy.
callback. This is what these are.
Yeah, I was
What
gonna
if you
say.
got into like MMA, like you punch somebody, then you also punch them with your mind, and like so you hit them with double your strength at the same time. You're like, you know, you look like, you know, I mean,
Yeah, but
just saying.
Gibby, I get into MMA and they're like, what's this guy going to do? And all my opponents go, you know what? You win. Here's $5.
Here's $5. Yeah, I saw that coming. Damn it, walked into that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could feed a third of a starving child on the other side of the world, or 3 9-inch children.
Exactly. See? That solves a lot of problems.
You could feed a third of a third of a starving child to a 9-inch person.
You could, and that'd be meat for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still down with the Matt Damon solution, as I've decided to call it.
I think I'm gonna go with mind reading personally. I feel like I'm I'm much closer to that than being able to. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I think there's certain things I don't want to hear, and you can't
Yeah.
unhear. You know, like it's not just what somebody really thinks about you, but like, man, what if you just get them in the wrong day? You hear some dark
Yeah,
thoughts
that's the
and
thing.
shit
There's
like
people.
that.
I have fucking bizarre. I don't want to be judged by my thoughts. Fucking hell.
Right.
I'm so glad people can't see my thoughts. I have incredibly problematic
let
thoughts.
alone what I've seen some of you folks write, let alone like hear the thoughts that didn't make it to
Yeah,
pencil,
like,
to paper.
oh, yeah.
Dear God.
Here's my stream of consciousness, unfiltered. Even I don't like it. I don't want other people to know about that.
You got intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a benevolent deity. I'd be okay with that. I won't judge you for your thoughts very much.
No, just
No, you
imagine having that
absolutely-
ability. The next time
you
you're
can and you should.
it's like if you're in like a dating age when you had this power and you're like romantically involved with somebody, the things you're going to hear during the act of the sex, my God, you don't know what's going to come in that. So
How often do you think of the Roman Empire? If you've seen that on TikTok.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
no, I haven't.
Do you think of the Roman Empire?
I do, but it's all Caligula.
Yeah, the Roddy McDowell Caligula. So yeah,
I think about the architecture a lot for some reason, but mostly, and then the surprising answers have been like daily to weekly to it's very frequent for many middle-aged white males,
Well,
which is why I'm asking you. No offense.
again, Caligula. But
that's hurtful.
Yeah.
Are we talking about exclusively during sex or at all?
At all.
Oh, all right.
Like government.
Yeah,
like-
you were throwing me off with the architecture there.
No, that's me. Yeah.
Oh,
There's,
yeah.
there's a lot of sturdy, thick columns in the Roman architecture, Bevan.
Yeah.
All right, if telekinesis, if mind reading doesn't come with the power of suggestion, bunk. It's all disadvantage. I mean, I can trick people, but I'm not clever enough to do that. Telekinesis, I can push them in front of a train and no one can say I did it. So, I've always got that option. So it's telekinesis.
Okay. All right. No, Bob's shaking his head.
No, I don't want to push people in front of trains unless there's a way to make money off of that. And I don't
Coward.
see where that is.
There's always a way to make money out of making people disappear.
Like, all right, yeah, like your parents, sure, you get your inheritance, but where do you go from there?
Well, I live in England, so if I kill enough people, eventually I'm king.
Do you know where you are in the line?
No, I'm just going to keep fucking pushing people in front of trains until I find out.
That's just not something you can look up on the internet. Like,
no, that would leave a suspicious trail of activity, man.
yeah.
Whatever we have instead of the FBI are going to be all over there.
Here's a related question. Goes right into it.
Whoa.
Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history.
Oh, they're the same thing.
Oh, it's-
Emma.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I
When
can
you think
excuse
it and
the
you
thoughts.
Google it.
I haven't acted on my thoughts. I mean, I have acted on my internet history, so yeah, it's going to be thoughts.
Yeah, no internet history, because like I had to think it before I typed it in.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You don't care if
Yeah,
everybody
one
knows
is a
about
subset of the other.
your gnome porn.
I don't think anyone's going to be surprised. I think I've been on the podcast long enough, but nobody's going to be surprised by my internet history. Which is a lot of shit about the Roman
Surprised
Empire.
by some of mine, but like not as much as my thoughts that I haven't looked up yet.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. You haven't acted on your thoughts. You can't be judged on them. That's not fair.
Yeah. How much lie does it take to preserve a body?
Exactly. How many people do I have to push in front of a train until I'm king?
This
When's
fucking
the
railways are clogged as shit over there.
When's the next flight to Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You want another one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup?
I think you could survive Nutella more than maple syrup.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's thick.
Probably.
You're gonna lay
Yeah.
on top of that. You're not really sinking in. You're
Yeah, that's
dying.
kind
I
of
didn't even
like
think of it.
Or you're sinking slowly enough to where you could escape it.
maple syrup. I don't know if that's got a non-Newtonian fluid thing going on with it. No, it probably has. You'd sink and die. You'd die of a sweet, sweet death, but you'd be dead.
Would
Yeah,
you
it's thicker than water, but it's also like
It's like
probably
what
a lot harder
the
to move through.
Canadians say. The old Canadian saying that maple syrup is thicker than water. That's what they say.
Would you be preserved though, like
In amber.
in amber?
And
Yeah,
then somebody
like
brings me back to life in 1,000 years. And
No,
it's just,
I don't think that would
it's just
be
a
the
theme
case.
park
You'd
full
just
of Steves.
You'd be mummified, but you'd be still dead.
I'd still be dead, but they'd bring me back to life in a theme park in 1,000
that's
years.
the opposite of being dead.
Yeah, well, I'd be cloned, obviously. It wouldn't be me. It'd
Right.
just be a bunch of genetic monsters killing whoever Jeff Goldblum is in 1,000 years from now. Ironically, he's a dinosaur. There you go. I didn't see that coming, did you?
Whoa. Full
Just a bunch of
circle.
lizard people and a massive Steve chasing them down a fucking jungle.
and if we could see 150 years into the future, we just see. the
I'd still
Steve
be
theme park,
encased in syrup at that time. This is going to take thousands of years.
like as
But with
close
Nutella.
as you.
I could skip all that by picking Nutella, where I just basically walk across a pool of Nutella, maybe eat the occasional handful of it that doesn't taste like my feet.
Foot Nutella. Oh boy, do
Yeah,
you
I've-
like
I've-
Nutella?
I do like Nutella.
Yeah.
It's
nice,
not
yeah.
bad. I enjoy it.
We're big on
I
it
got-
in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one here. We've done some of these in the past. And I did on this other thing. Pick a number between 1 and 71.
64.
64.
57.
Okay. Who said 64?
I did.
Would you rather be on top or underneath?
Anything? Or are we talking about?
If we're talking about
One
anything,
time.
That's the question.
A
Would you rather
moving
be on
train.
top or underneath?
if we're talking about anything, the only viable option for not being on top is like the ionosphere or something. I don't want to be on top of that. I want to be underneath it. Everything
We'll be
else.
Suited up.
I'm gonna say top. Yeah.
Okay. Steve, what was yours?
68.
Would you rather be caught cheating or catch your spouse cheating?
Oh, the latter. It gives me moral authority.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Bob, what was yours?
Especially if I've been cheating.
57.
57. Would you rather talk dirty with the person sitting to your left or to your right? On my screen, your left would be Emily. To the right, I guess, would be Steve. He's above you, so
We
Would
do
you rather
that all
talk
the time
dirty
on
to
the
Emily or
podcast.
Yeah, pick Steve.
Yeah.
Always.
All right, so I'm choosing between Steve and Emily.
Basically.
I'm gonna choose Emily.
No,
Yeah.
well, I'm a little bit hurt.
I mean, I talk dirty enough with you already.
You want to expand those
You want
horizons.
something new.
Spread the love around.
Time to move on.
Someone pick a number for me
Basically-
between 1 and 71.
Basically cheating on me.
Wait. You got to do yourself, Gibby.
That's what I said. Someone pick a number for me between 1 and 71.
okay.
I'm gonna wait
Uh,
until after this is over to do myself.
42.
Fair enough.
42?
What'd you say, Steve?
42.
42. All right, let's see here. Would I rather my sexual partner talk dirty or completely silent during sex? Okay. I think I'd rather just a little dirty, honestly, and like otherwise just I don't
Complete
wanna fuck a mime.
silence is creepy.
Yeah, I don't want
Exactly.
just silent, accusatory silence.
Just
Yeah,
no.
she doesn't blink.
That's awkward. well, let's put a twist on that. Let's say the dirty talk is really uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, it's got to go really
even
raunchy.
better.
Yeah.
To like no, I mean, there comes a point where it's just like, shut up. Dear God, just enjoy the ride for fuck's sake. Shut your mouth. There comes a point where someone's like, everyone's got that one friend that talks too much to begin with. I know because I am that guy. Let alone like during. Oh.
So yeah, you're the alpaca farmer, and I'm the sexy alpaca. Okay, silence, please.
There's that running joke in the show Scrubs where like Elliot, she had his fantasy about being in an apple orchard where she's catching the apple thief, and she's always making all her sexual partners like role play this whole thing over and over. But it kept coming back in the shows seasons after season to be there somewhere. Like, yeah, I think that'd be
I can
annoying.
see how they get. Yeah, I can see how they get a little bit weird. I guess I'm all for people doing their thing, but eventually I'd just be like, I'll take the accusatory silence, please.
Emily, pick a new number.
18.
18. Let's see here. If you were a man, would you rather be great at sex and have a bad body figure, or bad at sex and an amazing body?
I'm already option one. But I ain't taking this one.
Look, the if you were a man hurts.
Well, no, it's because it literally the question begins with men. Would you rather? So I'm like, okay, so
right.
in this situation, I just
Okay.
tailored it. So Emily,
Okay, all right.
if you were a man, would you rather be great at sex with a bad body, or be bad at sex and just have an amazing body?
There's so many options here. I think, like, if you
I'll give you a hint. As if you were a man, like if you're a hot guy, you could be bad at sex all you want because there'll be someone else who will like willing to take that ride.
Right.
If you're hot, like Channing Tatum doesn't have to be good at sex; he's gonna have a lot of it. So
right. Plus the whole monetizing thing. You could, if you were really good looking, you could like.
That's the thing about men. See, you could be the best lover in the world and be ugly as shit. You ain't gonna make money. If you're a good looking dude and you're a free pump chump, you can make money out of it.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna be superficial here.
I
and
know
pick the
my
second
choice.
Option.
I'm curious, Bevan. What is your choice?
Yeah.
The one that makes the money.
Yeah.
You're tired of living the opposite. It's time to taste something different.
You wake up tomorrow like this glorious head of hair and abs and just like the thrust bucket down here and like just you've got a penis that can do chin ups but it's like you're just like you said, 3 pump jumps. So
Yeah, think of the time I save as well.
I'm just going. It's like and now for it's like the Olympics. It's just go for your best time, And now for the dismount, throw the arms up.
I mean, failing and looking good doing it is, I don't know. I guess.
My forte.
Yeah.
You just have a drawer full of like vibrators. Like, here you go. Afterwards, like there you go.
I'm just going to stand here and be glorious. You sort yourself out.
I'm going to go watch Sports Center. Yeah. So. All right, Steve, pick a new number.
21.
21. Oh wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow.
Oh dear.
Hang on.
He has to catch his breath.
Would you rather have an orgy with complete strangers or all of your exes at once?
Oh man. I mean, one of them's got such a sweet revenge angle. No, strangers.
Do I get to choose the strangers?
No, I don't want to choose the strangers.
I do.
Having sex with strangers is fucking brilliant.
I mean, if it's like if they're just randomly picked in a Walmart, that's not brilliant.
No, it is. It's fine. If I'm the best looking guy at the stranger orgy, better, great, fantastic.
Did we just learn that the last one? I can be good looking and bad. It doesn't matter.
No, in this case, it doesn't matter either because it's gonna be fucking carnage. But it doesn't matter. I ain't gonna see him again. Everyone's gonna learn some lessons. We're gonna have an exciting time. I'm gonna go back to my real life like I'm fucking Bruce Wayne.
Because I don't need all my exes there at once because they'll start talking. And
yeah,
my self-esteem is bad enough to begin with. I don't need like a room full of them making fun of me or like.
I've already disappointed my exes. That's why they're exes.
I don't know. I think they've all aged better than me, and if they're all willing to have sex with me right now, as I am at the same time, then yeah, I'm not taking the risk on the random stranger options because until I know that these strangers are people that I actually want to have sex with, then yeah, I'm going with the people that I have a track record of having wanted to have sex with.
It's very unadventurous of you, Beth.
As long as the 10 strangers bring the 10 items that I have gonna divulge.
If all of these strangers give me $5,
because like I'm assuming in a hetero relationship, it's like like you're with Steve, for example, all his ex girlfriends or wives or whatever, and like
yeah.
But it's like the orgy says it's just strangers plural. It
His
doesn't
wife's
say, so
single.
like,
I'm not some kind of fucking Turkish sultan. One wife, one ex-wife.
I don't know your past. You might have had a litany of like.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the thing. I am a straight guy. It might be a surprise to some podcast listeners, but I am a straight guy. Yeah. When you say strangers, are we talking like at least 90% women?
I think it's a standard orgy, so I mean, there's gonna be monkey bar of dicks in there. There's got to be. So there's got to be so.
Probably
I'm
like
just
50,
not
50.
interested. I know I should be modern and egalitarian about
Swinging
these
by the
things,
dicks like this,
Yeah.
No, being modern is being okay with other people wanting to do that. It doesn't mean you have to suck a bunch of dicks.
I've been paying a lot of attention to Gen Z, and it does seem like that's the way it's going. But no,
I mean you can just reach over and rub one. You just give them like, there you go, buddy.
I think I've just got to be like, it's got to be 80% vagina. I think. Sorry, I hate to sound like a prude, but if I'm fucking strangers, I want most of them to be women.
I'm
what about 60-40? How would you feel about 60-40?
I think even with 20%, I'll still make the short list.
60-40.
I think at orgy, not that I've been at one, but I think at orgies,
I watched the online training videos. I'm aware of
I
these
know,
things,
right?
yeah.
There's still an element of consent. You pick the people that you want to orgy with.
Pardon me, madam. Would you be so kind as to slob the knob?
Pardon your flaps.
Would thou be so kind as to bend over? Harumph.
I don't know. I don't want the machismo of other dudes involved.
I don't hit something. We had a deep topic here. Like, good job.
I don't even like that in porn, personally. Tell you what, as soon as a guy speaks in porn, I'm like, oh, fuck off. It's like, do your job and shut the fuck up.
Emily, where do you stand on this question?
I am not going to the past. So yeah,
got it.
I'm not. Yeah, not
Bring
going
on the
back.
strangers.
Yeah, what the heck?
I mean, it's not time travel.
Not time travel. Kind of.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was Bob's question. Emily, do you have one? Pick a number.
Wait, that wasn't my question.
Was it? No, who? Oh, that was Steve.
might
That's
have
right.
been
Okay, Bob,
Steve.
pick a number.
Oh, 17.
17. All right. If you were a lady, would you rather have a perfect set of boobs or the perfect butt?
Boobs. That's a good one.
I can see
Yeah.
boobs in the mirror.
Yeah.
I have more
I
fun playing
immediately
with
said boobs as well, but
Yeah, so did
still
I.
a
Yeah,
good one,
it's a. You know.
This is a very male perspective, Emily.
Oh, I don't know. Butts are very in vogue right now, but boobs
No,
are
see, no, the
like
thing is, like, as a
Boobs are
guy, I mean, I
classic.
appreciate
Classic.
the boobs, but I actually look for hips. Hips and butt is like my number one. Like, that's what draws my eyes immediately begin with, and then they, if we're just being completely superficial about it, like that,
Which we are.
that,
It's the nature of the question.
yeah.
yeah. I think I'm gonna go with butt because I'm Asian and we typically are not gifted with with nice booties unless we work in the gym a lot. And
Racist.
well, and working out in the gym is hard work. Who likes that? I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the butt.
Okay, that's fair.
Can I also choose to be Asian?
Yes, you can.
All right.
I don't see why not.
Does that affect your decision at all, or we just?
It's not
No.
a choice.
Well, he's getting to pick his bust size or his butt size. So sure, why not? If he wants to.
Okay.
Okay, Emily, pick a number.
Lucky number 6.
That no one's ever said that ever. Okay.
It's not a thing.
Oh, it's my favorite number. I can't help
Oh,
it.
this is kind of like, it's like one way is very sweet and one is just kind of like, apropos. Would you rather have sex with a new person every year or one person for the rest of your life? Womp womp.
So it's basically asking me if I like monogamy.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. I think that's pretty 50-50 for me.
To me, this sounds like an easy way out because I've made a decision and it's like a sex with a new person every year. And if I meet someone and ready to settle down, I'm just like, look, I really like you, but I've got this weird curse where I have to have sex with a new person every year. This is no reflection on you or the relationship. I'm just going to disappear for a weekend, come back very relaxed, and appreciate the relationship anew. And if you can't get behind it, I'd like, well, if you're not willing to put up with this weird magical curse I have,
Then you don't love me. Yeah, gaslight him. Yeah,
then-
100%. Yeah, then you don't love me.
then who's really shallow here? It's you.
Also,
baby.
what are your friends like? Could you bring them around? So-
Right. Or is it more like, hey, I met Rhonda at Walmart.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Sorry, but gotta do this.
I'm going to get this out of the way for the year, and then we can just have like another 11 months of uninterrupted marital
But don't
bliss.
worry, thanks to the evil genie, I'm also really ripped, and it won't take very long. So
Yeah.
I barely felt anything.
I made a series of odd decisions. I get to disappoint one new woman a year, but I look fucking great doing it.
I think my wife might go for this.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Check.
if I was ripped and disappointing these other women, there's a yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
those two choices
For her
would have
sake,
to go.
I'll choose that option.
Those two choices would have to
I
go
will-
hand in hand.
It's the honorable thing to do.
It really is. All right, someone pick a number for me.
36.
36. Let's see here. Scrolling down. All right. Oh. Would I rather smell like body odor for a year or have terrible acne for 6 months?
I mean, I've
Lord.
done both of those things.
Yeah, I mean, I was a teenager. Yes. Which do I want to go back to 15 or 16? Okay.
Fucking 6 months. I've had terrible acne for about 20 years.
You're right.
This is a fucking reprieve.
Because I live with my wife and kid, I'll go with the acne for 6 months. It's a shorter period of time. I'm ugly, but I'm a fuck beast, but at least I work from home, so I don't have to see the real world that much. They can, deal with me. But if I stink, then I'm at home with that, then like that's a year of me fouling up everything. So I'll go with the acne.
They're going to get used to it in a month. It'll just be what home smells like.
I'm gonna go with the stink. I'll get so much writing done. No one will come in the garage.
Get the fuck alone.
I was kind of thinking the stink, because then you could pick a job or a career that just smelled really bad and not feel
just be a
Yeah,
tan.
body odor smells great by comparison. Like, man, how are you? Your coworkers would be like, "How do you smell so good in this shit shoveling plant?"
Well, I mean, I worked
What's
at Long
his-
John
We all
Silver's
smell
for
like
4
dog
years,
shit,
so-
but you just smell like BO.
You smell like
Oh, no.
regular bad human.
I don't think they have them in the UK, but I worked at Long John Silver's. It's a fast food seafood place. For 4 years, 2 years of high school and first 2 years of college. So every night stank of just grease and fish and gross. So yeah, you could smell like whatever you want there.
God.
So
As an Englishman, I find that intensely erotic.
that I made more fish and chips than you've ever eaten in your life. Yeah.
This has
All
been
right.
surprisingly educational. We've learned a lot about each other today, I think. I hope the listeners at home are suitably enlightened. And please do chime in with your own answers to these questions on our Facebook or on our YouTube channel, or even on our Patreon if you're feeling fancy. $5 a month, the same price as 1/3 of a starving orphan or a decent cup of coffee. And you can harass us directly with bullshit questions. But in the meantime, I guess we'll see you for the next adventure or next ridiculous side quest. This has been myself, Steve Weverill, Emily Kaplan, MK Gibson, Robert Bevan. Check out their stuff online, on Amazon, I should say. And good night to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, friends.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons!